As someone who's dealt with a lot of startups, in your opinion, what are the main reasons they fail?
Oh, well, the main reason is people, to be honest. So we focus a fair bit on people. We have to understand, how fundamentally capable they are of doing the business they're proposing to do, or attacking the problem or the space or the sector or whatever it might be. But there's an unfortunate saying in our space is that most businesses die from suicide, not homicide. So it's people inside who blow them up, essentially. The other thing is, if the business isn't going well, and lots don't go well, and lots don't start well, a capable and a smart founder won't continue doing something dumb for very long. They'll change as they need to. So it's about the people. It's not just only the people, but it's a large factor. They're definitely a go no go decision. Very binary on that.
Yeah, I tend to think, in my past military career as Intel, you've got the decision support matrix and your sort of go, no go criteria and things like, you definitely don't continue to reinforce failure. But there is a point at which, and I guess sometimes it's a little bit hard to identify how far you go down to perhaps change a situation before you actually take an action to the contrary. Is there any, identification points or triggers or anything that people need to keep an eye out for, or is it just gut feel?
Oh no, look, I think as best you can in business, you should execute all decisions based off of data. Your gut has no nerve in, gut has no brain cells essentially. So gut feel might contribute, but really, if you can't back it with data, then I'm wondering what it is you're actually sensing. Yeah, there's a variety of triggers, I suppose, out there, and I'm mostly in the sort of tech startup software, internet e-space type things. So, and there's a very popular saying they call pivot. You should pivot, change your business, or change how you're approaching your business in order to actually chase the customers, I suppose, and the traction. So in that, I mean, that's true that can happen, and we see that quite a bit. I wouldn't say a lot, but quite a bit. But I have seen people who want to pivot out of actually good business, and they just haven't quite spent enough time yet to understand it. So it's case by case. But in the terminal phases, it's like your marriage is broken up, you've lost your house, your mates hate you. Maybe you should fold this tent up and walk away, right? I mean, we've had lots of those conversations. And all power to the people who've executed that, tried their best. But at some point, you may just be flogging a dead horse. One of the more powerful things you need to be aware of in business is timing. So you can have the best idea ever, but it's the wrong time, and you've missed the market window for whatever reason. Then it doesn't matter. You can have the 5 years and 3 years later, it's like, well, I had that 3 years ago, and no one wanted it. Well, you should have either waited 3 years to start it, or you should have held on for 3 years. But no, it's hard to know that. So timing it's a pretty random type thing. You can improve your timing and you can improve your luck by being more hyper aware of sort of macro and market type conditions. But timing is a big one.
Well, it's an absolute fire hose of information. And I know what you're saying about all the timing and stuff, like the guy with the sliced bread invention and the toilet roll holder. There were patents that took 10 years before the patent fell off, before it actually became something that was viable in the market.
How could you patent a toilet roll holder? I get confused about some of these crap patents. A toilet roll holder, excuse me. It's literally like it's a bit of wood you put through the middle of a toilet roll. No one thought of that. I mean, what was the hole in the middle of the toilet roll to start with for? I'm sorry, but what a load of crap. Oh, there's a pun.
Well, before the toilet roll, it was a handful of crap. So hopefully it did improve someone's life. Yeah.
There you go.